This movie has three things going for it. Going to Hawaii, seeing a lot of good-looking girls, and seeing Zac Efron's muscles. I want Zac Efron's muscles. Because I want to be able to pick up ladies with the way he does. That's just how I want to live life. Mike and Dave Need Wedding Date stars Zac Efron, Adam DeVine, Anna Kendrick, and Aubrey Plaza. Zac Efron and Adam DeVine are the Stengel brothers, Mike and Dave. They cause shenanigans at family events, weddings, parties, all that stuff. So when their little sister Jeannie gets married, they have to bring wedding dates and part of an ultimatum made by their father just to make their sister happy. So then they meet Anna Kendrick and Aubrey Plaza. They see them on TV and they're like, hey, it's a free trip to Hawaii. Let's just go. And shenanigans ensued and things go very bad for everyone in this movie. And that's it. I was very mixed going into this movie. I liked the cast. I liked the four leads particularly. The trailers looked and I thought the movie was fine overall. I didn't hate it by any means, but I don't think it was as good of a movie as it could have been considering the talent involved. But what I will say is that the chemistry between Zac Efron and Adam DeVine is perfect. They work so well together as brothers, and I would love to see them do another film together. These two are really, really talented comedic actors. Zac Efron has really proven himself in comedies. I mean, I didn't see Dirty Grandpa, but I heard it was terrible. I enjoyed Neighbors 2, and this one was definitely a fine one as well. And Adam DeVine always kills it, in my opinion. He's always been a standout in movies that I've seen him in. He's the standout, in my opinion, of those two Pitch Perfect films. I liked him on Workaholics, and I liked him in everything else I've seen him in. Like, I just watched The Intern the other night. He was very funny in that film. And I love him in this one. And then the two girls, Anna Kendrick, one of my favorite actresses. I like when she does comedy. She's fine in the movie, as is Aubrey Plaza. But they work off each other very well in this movie as well. There are a lot of funny moments in this movie. Some jokes that go on a little too long. One involving the massage that I think should not have been shown in the trailer, which really annoyed me, because if that was not shown in the trailer, I would have been laughing extremely hard, and it had a character from one of the best comedy shows on television right now, and that made me laugh. And also, it was a fast-paced film, which is always a delight for a comedy. Comedies are meant to go quick. They're not meant to be slow and bland and boring, and this one was definitely not one of them. My biggest fault with this movie is that the characters feel incredibly cartoony. Now, granted, it is a comedy movie, but they try to make it look so cartoony to the point where I'm like, I don't like where this is going. 50-50 with the jokes. Some of them hit, some of them don't. Some of them really fall flat. I'm like, that wasn't as funny as it could have been. And that wasn't as well executed as it could have been. And the third act tries to be way too serious. Now, granted, I liked it that the characters weren't as cartoony towards the latter act of the film. But I was like, I don't like when comedies try to take themselves way too seriously. Some of them work, some of them don't. This is the one that really doesn't work. Like, Central Intelligence tried to do that earlier, and I'm just like, I don't like when comedies try to be so serious. Now, granted, you don't have to be funny from beginning to end. You can add some serious elements to it, but this one tried to add a little too much. Like, personal stuff, oh, I was left at the altar. I had a bad career. Like, that's so stupid. That's really stupid. I just did not like that aspect. But overall, this is a mindless, entertaining comedy that knows it's stupid, tries to take itself a little too seriously, but because of the performances of the four leads, particularly Zac Efron and Adam DeVine, you could go into this movie enjoying something. If you're looking for a screwball comedy over the summer, I'm going to give this movie a B-. Guys, tell me down what you thought of this movie. If you saw it, what's your favorite wedding comedy? Obviously, it has to be Wedding Crashers, because Wedding Crashers is awesome. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this review, and I'll see you guys soon.